Hello, this is Rick Anderson with the Mini Maths Mastery 1000 questions across 50 Maths GCSE topics. Mini because they're short, sharp questions, around about 20 per topic, times 50 gives the 1000. Maths GCSE Maths Mastery because they start simple and go towards more complicated at the end of each tab, and helps you on the way to mastery perhaps. And the first tab just shows you the philosophy. Why have I done this? Because I love web quizzes, but not everybody can create code for web. Very few people can, in fact, but a large number of people can do Excel. So you can add to these questions, you can easily edit or copy and make new questions. And on the right hand side you can see how to use this and also how to make additions. So if I just show you one or two examples from this. Look, first of all, you can see this is very, very simple, just with maths, the very first topic, and you can quickly reset like that and then begin to enter the answers. And so for this one we might put in B for this one, and correct, and suppose I put in C for the next question, I get an incorrect. So you get immediate feedback. So if I just sort of roll through, and I can click through, all available in one spreadsheet, very easy to find. You can use this maybe at the beginning or end of a lesson. Can be supervised or unsupervised, very easy to use. Sometimes I like to show the process. You can see what's the best first step to solve these, and if I put the answer there, I can see immediately the feedback. Yeah. And from the next step might be this one here, and I can see the immediate feedback. What's the final answer for the equations? Put in B, immediate feedback. We got that one wrong because of course it's C. Yeah, and so that's an example of how to use this. If I go through quickly to some of the next phases, and I might look at maybe a graphical one in a second. So this is algebra, and we'll look at curve graphs, and this is an example where we have to put in a letter to find the right graph. So graph number 1, you can see graph number 1 over here. If I type let's say the inverse graph, which is going to be F, I should get a right answer there. Yeah, and so that's another way of entering the answers, and with all of these you can reset to clear the answers and start again. So if I just go through one or two more, and I go to this one, the interest rate game. This is to do with compound and simple interest, and it's a little bit different on this one. I can put in a value maybe of 20%, and I get a different answer. Yeah, and if I put in I can put in a different starting amount, and it will rework all the answers and show you all the steps. Yeah, and there's a few questions around there as well. And so if I go on to geometry, basic angles along a straight line, etc. If I move on to one to do with areas, perhaps, I can see now areas there, areas of circles. We'll just pause on this. We've got the area of a CD there, and the inner part of it, or the distance travelled by James Bond's Aston Martin. I like to include a little bit of something different: sport, music, film, etc. And if we put in the 157 meters for 100 full revolutions, it illustrates the circumference of a circle. So we could go on, and we go through statistics, probability. For statistics and probability, well, let's start with probability, and you can see that I've used the cells in Excel to put a nice colour there. So red and green, and green is going to be 2/3, I'll put in maybe a wrong answer, and we'll see you try again. Yeah, and then if I just move on to checking maths answers, I do a lot of questions on checks. I'm very keen on pupils to check the answers. I just want to perhaps finish with one thing, sports. So to show the various statistical graphs, like cumulative frequency, histograms, that sort of thing, pie charts, frequency polygons, box plots you can see there. I've actually used sports, and this is the number of games at Wimbledon, and I do a lot of sports stat stuff, but all using GCSE maths techniques. Yeah, thanks very much.